Hello everyone, Trip Aussie here. I hope you're all well in whatever part of the world you're watching this video. Okay, tonight is just going to be 100% about the CME that happened on Sunday night. I won't be delving into other pictures or anything tonight because of the magnitude of what I've found on these pictures. These are shots, still shots from BP Earthwatch, because I watched his show the other day on the CME, and these are not intended in any way to denigrate great BP Earthwatch, who I'm a huge fan of. Matter of fact, I'd probably suggest everybody should watch his shows because you get a lot of information. The one thing I picked up on it though, and I watched it very carefully, he did two shows, an 8-minute show and a 2-minute show. And this is a combination of, from either of those. So I'll start off with this one. Let me start up first. As you are all aware, if you're watching these and you're paying attention, on Sunday night, the sun had the biggest CME flare that, quite frankly, I've ever seen, and probably anybody's ever seen. The CME halo was so big that it actually covered the whole sun except for about a quarter of it. So it was not small in magnitude. It was massive, bloody massive. And if you're interested in any of this, you understand that and realise just how serious it really was. So, moving on. Here is BP Earthwatch's video, The Power of a Kill Shot. As you can see, this is the 8-minute version. Now, if you go to BP Earthwatch's channel and watch this particular video, you'll actually see that he actually highlights this and the other planets there, but he does not even mention it, which I found astounding because he doesn't usually miss stuff like this, it's just, but I spoke to a friend of mine about it, Mike, over in WA, and I said, well, because we both more or less rang each other at the same time, if that's possible, and said, did you bloody see that? And he said, yeah, he said, that was incredible. Why didn't he pick up on it? Well, folks, look, this is not a gas bubble or anything inside there. This is actually a planet, and it's this close to the Earth, and it's bloody massive. Matter of fact, it's huge. If you take that to there, the Earth in what's name is just a pinprick. So this thing is huge, folks. Now notice that down here, there is also more planets down here. There's another planet here. So I don't even have to test that to show you that that is a planet, folks. It's that much in your face. So I've taken a series of still shots, like I said, and I'm going to show you those now. Now, it's going to take a while because I'm going to actually show you guys as I'm testing them. Okay, I'm not going to test them and then show you on this particular incident because it's so, the magnitude of what we're showing is so big. So let's get into it. I've just noticed that there's something there actually. Is that possible? You see that? Look. Guys, it's my opinion that these things are real and they're there. There's just no two ways about it. Okay, well, this is the next image. Now, look, even before I've done anything, you can clearly see the magnitude of what I was saying. It's not just one planet. There is a multitude of planets there. Look how big that's big. This is big. And behind those is a massive planet, folks. And I'm going to prove that to you in a minute, I hope. So just wait for that one. Let me get this on here first. Well, as you're aware, I've got to put it on here before I can actually test it. So I'll do that from every picture from now on. Okay. Let me take it up to 150 so you guys can see it. Let's do a gamma test. Although this is going to sound odd, I wouldn't expect too much to show up on the gamma test. And the reason for that is that if these are truly a brown dwarf star scenario, then the brown dwarf and the other planets with it, or the brown dwarf, we know is a dead sun star. So it should not have any luminosity at all. Luminosity, if that makes sense. Let's try the gamma test. See, this is my point. They just fade into darkness. But I'm going to try and bring that one up at the back. See, there's no two ways about it, folks. The sun doesn't, when a CME erupts, it doesn't create cascading effect planets, planetary looking bodies, put it that way. So let me get rid of that. Let's try another tact. Inverted. Can you see those? Because I can see them. You can clearly see them there. Bloody hell. Jesus wept. Look at that. Look at them. They're all there. It's like they're in a row. Unbelievable. Let me get this back on the screen probably. There you go. Okay. I'll try and sharpen the picture up a bit. As I said, this is going to take a while, but it'll be worth it, let me tell you. The trick is, because they don't have a lot of luminous, for want of a better term, it's hard to get the right settings to match them. Woo. Does anyone want to take bets and say that that's just gas clouds? My arse it is. Let me take it right up. Okay. You can still see them when you take it right up. Look, you can still see them. Just take it right down and you can still see them. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Jeez. Let's move on to the next one. This is one of them that you can clearly see. Look, but it's not here anymore. This is another one down the back side. So they're let me do it this way again. Sorry, folks, I forgot about the 150. Look, I have no idea, before anyone asks, why they don't show up in each picture. I honestly don't. The only thing I can assume is, the only thing I know, sorry from doing this for a while, is that different objects will show up in a different light spectrums, kind of like an X-ray. So if the object is, set back a bit, set forward a bit, depending on where it gets the light, then that's when it'll get illuminated. It's not a hard theory to understand, really. Does anyone want to write in and tell me that that's not a planet? You can do, obviously, that's up to you, but you can deny it all you want. It's friggin' there. Look, you can see it without me even doing anything to it, folks. This brings up to a good point with what I just said. Depending on how the image is reflected in the light at particular moments, then you can either see them better or see them worse. And see, at the moment, we're not seeing it very well because it's actually not in a good position because of the light. But something has caught my attention. Let me go back. Hey, presto, bingo. I thought so. Jesus, look at the size of that thing. Look at that now. Look, you can see it a lot better. But that's not what I'm looking at. Can you see what I'm looking at? This thing here. Look at the size of this. Now, I was going to bring this up later and show you later, but now this just confirms exactly what I was looking at before myself. So let's give that a go. There she blows. That's it. Look at the size of this thing, folks. This is the main planet. These are just there as well, but this is the main object we're looking for. You can clearly see it there. Look, it's clearly showing up there, and it's got other ones with it as well. Just hang on. It's only water, not scotch. Don't worry. There you go, folks. You can clearly see that there now. Look at the size of it. And it's got 3 or 2 with it. And then you've got all these ones down here. The only problem is it's actually got too much illumination, if that's possible. There you go. You can see it now. Look at the outline of it. And as I said, there's one there, and there's one there, and there's a tiny one in front of it. And there's another one out here as well. But look down here. Cast your eyes down here. Look. 1, 2, 3. This is no joke anymore, folks. This is 100% dyed in the wool. Shit your pants time. Looks like I might have got it a little bit better there. No. I'm sorry this is taking so long. It's a little bit boring, but you know, for the magnitude of what we're looking at, then it is what it is, folks, unfortunately. I just have to do this. I thought you'd appreciate it if I did it by hand while you're watching, so you knew that everything was okay. As the Americans say, kosher. It's just behind there, eh? Just really hard to bring it out. Here we go. What if we do this? Too much? Not enough? Just right. While I'm doing this, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who's sent in all the pictures, etc. I will be using them, but I'm just not going to use them tonight because of what I'm trying to show here tonight. There you go. That, my friends, is a fire trucking real hazard. Don't go out and burn the barns just yet, though. It's there, folks. 100%. 100%. And so are these. I hope you're enjoying this because I know it takes a while, but like I said, it's bloody important. Very bloody important. I don't even have to test that. You can actually even see that before I've tested it, can't you? So I don't have to worry about testing that again. Sorry, folks, that's my dog dreaming by the sounds of it. I think I picked this one just to show you what happens as it goes past the outer planets. See how they're all illuminated? Very simple. Apart from that, I can't really see much else in that one. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, well that's the end of that segment on those ones. Now I'm going to go into the blue ones. And as you can clearly see, there is a planet right there. Right there. So let's see how these ones work out. Whoa, ho, ho. Look at the size of that thing. Bloody hell. Oh, shit. So excited I forgot what I'm doing. Let's try both together. Jeez, that is incredible. So this is gamma test. No, it's not going to do that. You can actually see it clearer when it's not being. There you go. You can clearly see it. It is friggin' huge, folks. Look at the size of this thing. There you go. I think there was only two of these. That's the baby. Okay. I'm just going to show you what's there. And if it's wrong or if it's not correct, I don't know what to tell you. Fucking hell. Look at the size of this thing. And the one over here, look. Oh, my Lord. Folks, you see that? Can you see the planet in the background there? Look how big it is. Look. Look at the size of it. It's nearly as big as that, the white circle there. Did I do that or not? I can't remember now. Getting so bloody excited. Okay, hang on. There you go, folks. It's there, and it's bigger than Ben-Hur. Yay, she blows. And I haven't even worried about that one while I was doing all that. Didn't even bother. My God, folks, look at the size of this thing. It is huge. It's actually reflecting. Look, okay, moving on to the next one. That's the same one that I showed you the first time. You clearly see that. I won't bore you with it again. Okay, that's the same ones as before. Except, I think this was the one that was the next one. No, that was this first one. It's not going to come out as good as I thought it would. No. So I mean, sometimes you can show them, sometimes you can't. Just depends on how it's being illuminated. Same thing with that one. That's the same one. Even blind Freddy could see that. It's going to go straight to the U, see what happens. Yeah, too much. Well, you can see it. Not working out too good, is it? No, it's just plotting it out. Can't get it. Okay, moving on to the next one. Okay, back again. Now, I'm getting into the ones that I really wanted to get into. Right. Folks, I don't even have to test it to show you that. Look, there is planets right next to the sun. How far away? I'm not too sure. But look at that. Looks like a spaceship. But there is the big planet that I wanted to show you. Can you see it? Look at it. You can kind of just see it. No. Going to play ball. Okay. Look, you can definitely see that, can't you? Like, that's not my imagination. There you go. Look, There's no denying that that's a bunch of planets there, folks. Clearly see. You can clearly see that. Even with the lightness right up. Does anyone want to say that that's not there? Fair enough then. I have no idea what that is because that shouldn't be there. I have no idea what it is at all. No idea. Might just a blemish on the screen. Actually, before I do that, let's just check around. Looks weird, doesn't it, that thing? I'm not going to do this this time. Too much. Looks sharp enough. There you go. Right, moving on to the next one. Now, a couple of these orange ones are the really um, important ones I want to look at. Okay, I'm not going to do this one. It's not the one I wanted to look at. No, it's not that one. No. Okay, folks, back again. I just had to find which one it was, or which couple it was. This is one of them. No. No, it's going to blow it out before I get a chance to show you. What I'm trying to get to is you see how this is lighting up here? Look at the reflection here. If I follow that around, you can faintly make out the image, but you can definitely see the one behind it. That's what I'm trying to show you guys. And hey presto bingo, there she blows. There is a planet, and there's a big planet that it's actually sitting on. Can you see that? Can you see the outline just there? Goes around here and goes up there. Can you see that? Bloody thing, why can't it why won't it show me? Well, you can clearly see the outline of it there. It is absolutely huge, folks. Like I said to you, it's half the size of the oscillator, a coulter or whatever it's called on the arm of the thing. But it actually goes from there right around there. This might be slightly better. Okay, you can see that now. Look, you can see it just in here. See that? How it's bowing that way? Because it's actually bowing around that. Actually, before I do that, how about I just try straight old gamma test? See it? Look. See how this is actually bulging here around this side, obviously because of the CME. You know, you don't have to be Einstein to work that out, but also because of this object. Look how big it is, folks. Now remember, I just showed you the little planet up here. This thing is absolutely enormous. No, it's just going to fade out. There you go. That's how big it is. Look. Well, there you go. It's there. 100%. Sorry this is taking so long. Okay, folks, we'll just show you this last one. Now, what caught my eye in this was, you see the black spots. You know, I reckon they're par for the course. But what I don't reckon is 1, 2, sorry, let me do that again. But what I don't reckon is normal is the spots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not too sure about those ones, but we'll give it a test and see what happens, eh? And you can see these? You can actually see that planet that I was talking about in there and the other one there. Can you see that? See that one and that one? Right where the CME was. Let's bring it down a bit. Let's see what this comes up with. That's interesting. Looks like I'm going to have to sacrifice this here so I can see these a bit better. Could they be gas bubbles? Possibly. But why are they shining if they're gas bubbles? Bloody hell. So basically from here right around to here, which tells me that this thing is going past the sun, or it's gone past the sun, and these are following it. Like I said, are they gas bubbles? Could be, but they would have dissipated by now with what I'm doing. Look at that. If that's a gas bubble, why is it showing that planet right there? And this one here, that one there. Oh dear, oh dear. Look at these. It's party sun time down at the sun. Planet sun party. Everybody's invited except for Earth. There you go, you can see that now. Look, you see the objects next to it. In actual fact, you can probably see them better. Look at the size of that one there. So they're all following this, going that way, which seems to make common sense. Now before we go, let's check the bottom. 1, 2. It's a little bit tricky because the sun takes the, you can see the difference in the shading. Jesus, look at the size of this thing. Just look at that, folks. No wonder the freaking sun's going crazy. Look at it. Is it prominence? Maybe, but not like that. Not a deep, deep black, if you know what I mean. It's supposed to be a gaseous cloud if it was. That's no gaseous cloud. Whoa! Oh no. No, no, no. Not good, folks. Not good at all. Oh, there you go. Look. Look at the size of that one compared to these ones. That's a bigger one. That's a small one. This thing's friggin' massive. Look at the size of that thing. There you go. There's no denying that. Like I said to you, there's something massive just here, but I just can't get it properly. Look at this. The sun is being bombarded with bloody planets, folks. That's what I was saying from day one. I always thought there was planets at 6 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and 1 o'clock. Let's have a look at the 1 o'clock position. Not too much there. But this is not one. This is like 1, 2, 3. Look at the size of that thing. It's about the same size. It's actually bigger than that. There's some here as well. So this is a cluster. That's a cluster. All right, folks, I'll leave it at that. Folks, I apologise for the length of the video, but I thought it was important that the truth got out there as soon as possible. Please try and make the video go viral so everyone gets to see it. They're there. It's what we've been talking about for the last 2 years, and people need to see it. And as you all know, finish on the Lord's Prayer. Why? Because times are tough, and sometimes it helps to have a little bit of spirituality in your life, regardless of whether you're a believer in a religion or not. I'm not a believer in any real religion, but I love this prayer. For me, it signifies everything that used to be good in the world, which has now gone to shit. The Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, for ever and ever. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, I truly wish you God's blessings, Creator's blessings, Buddha's blessings, whoever you want to point to and say, then I'm asking them to look down on you guys and all of us to protect us at the moment. On that note, prep out.